China's Air Force is set to officially debut its new stealth fighter jet. China is on the cusp of world-changing air capabilities. The Chinese Air Force has unveiled two new stealth combat aircraft to rival the American F-22 and F-35 advanced fighter jets, including one that can collaborate with drones in combat. The latest Chinese fighter aircraft capable of avoiding detection. The J-20S and the J-35A made their debuts at the China International Aviation and Aerospace Exhibition, a six-day airshow that officially began on Tuesday in the southern Chinese city of Zhuhai. Two Republican senators, Roger Wicker and Eric Schmidt, warned last month that China is on the cusp of world-changing air capabilities. They called for the execution of a full-scale rebuilding of the United States Air Force to win the fight for aerial superiority. In its report released last year, the Pentagon said China has the largest aviation forces in the Indo-Pacific region and the third largest in the world, with approximately 2,400 combat aircraft in service with the country's Air Force as well as the aviation branch of the Navy. According to the manufacturer, Aviation Industry Corporation of China, the J-20S is the first and only model of a twin-seat stealth combat aircraft in the world. It is a variant of the J-20, China's first stealth fighter jet comparable to the U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptor. China stealth fighter jets fly for airshow. 4 Chinese J-20 stealth fighter jets fly in formation during the China International Aviation and Aerospace Exhibition on November 12, 2024 in Zhuhai, China. The J-20 is China's first radar-evading combat aircraft. A spokesperson for the Chinese aircraft maker said that the J-20S can team up with unmanned aerial vehicles, commonly known as drones, in aerial combat. The US military said in the same report that the J-20S was first revealed on Chinese social media in 2021. A drone that flies alongside crewed fighter jets is known as a loyal wingman to the US Air Force. It is potentially equipped for combat and spying missions that serve to expand the fighter jet fleet and protect human pilots at a lower cost than current fighter aircraft. Song Jungping, a retired Chinese military officer, pointed out that the J-20S is capable of guiding drones to strike and functioning as an early warning platform in the air. All these new functions promise longer detection and fighting range. Meanwhile, the newly announced J-35A shares some similarities in design with the F-35A Lightning II, the second stealth fighter jet in service with the US Air Force. China is now the second country after the US that operates two types of radar-evading fighter jets. According to Wang Yongqing, who is the chief expert at the Shenyang Aircraft Design and Research Institute of the Aviation Industry Corporation of China, the J-35A is one of the variants of the J-35 family of fighter jets, which also included a carrier-based version. This is similar to the US-design F-35 family, which comes with 3 variants. The F-35A, which is capable of conducting conventional takeoff and landing, the F-35B, which can execute short takeoff and vertical landing, and the F-35C, which is deployed aboard aircraft carriers. The J-35 series is designed to be one platform with multiple variants for both Chinese air and naval forces. The Chinese media quoted Wang Yongqing, who said that the J-35A has enhanced stealth, informatization, network integration, and intelligence capabilities. Wang Mingzhi, a Chinese military analyst, said that the medium-sized, multi-role J-35A can coordinate with the so-called heavy-duty J-20 in combat, where the former strikes land and maritime targets and the latter focuses on maintaining air superiority. China's Air Force is set to officially debut its new stealth fighter jet, the J-35A, giving observers the first look at a highly anticipated asset that adds to the country's fast-growing military capabilities. This demonstrated the pace of development in China's military aerospace industries. The fighter appeared at an airshow in the southern city of Zhuhai. The development of the jet is widely seen as part of Beijing's bid to match the United States' stealth fighter capabilities, as it pushes to modernize its armed forces and assert its military might in Asia. The J-35A is designed mainly for air combat operations and can also conduct air-to-surface attack, according to a report from a Chinese military-affiliated outlet. If the aircraft is commissioned into operation, it would make China the second country after the US to have 2 types of stealth fighter jets. Stealth fighters are those that are designed to evade radar and other monitoring to conduct missions without being detected or intercepted. The J-35 is likely to be designed as a series and may also be used as carrier-based aircraft in the future. This would greatly improve the overall strength of China's sea and air combat. The fighter's debut follows what analysts at Jane's global open-source intelligence firm have described as China's bolstering of its forward theater commands with additional J-20s. The People's Liberation Army Air Force between July 2023 and this June inducted more than 70 J-20s, bringing the force's operational fleet up to approximately 195. It's not clear when the new J-35A fighter would be commissioned into military use and where the fighters would be deployed. The sparse details released about the fighter so far also make it difficult to compare with other stealth fighters, including the US F-22 and F-35. Carl Schuster, a former director of operations at the U.S. Pacific Command's Joint Intelligence Center, said the J-35A, which has been in development for more than 10 years, was likely intended for the PLA Navy. The J-35 made its maiden flight in 2021, but as a derivative of an earlier prototype. It may be ready for production by early next year, Schuster said, adding that the J-35A model likely improved on that earlier design with more powerful engines. China's development of stealth fighters has for years been dogged by accusations that it stole crucial stealth fighter technology from the US. Beijing has vigorously denied those claims, which came to light with the 2015 publication by German magazine Der Spiegel of documents purportedly from US National Security Agency leaker Edward Snowden. The J-35A is a new type of stealth fighter jet independently developed by Aviation Industry Corporation of China (AVIC), a Chinese military-affiliated outlet said this week. The H-19 surface-to-air missile system and new reconnaissance and strike UAVs will also have their public debut. CCTV has also reported that Russia's Su-57 stealth fighter would join the airshow for the first time, among equipment from 49 different countries and regions that would be represented this year.